Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Okay, for today's video, I want to talk about something that I don't normally talk about. I don't bring politics onto this channel. I try to keep the content positive and uplifting. However, I'm concerned that today's SCOTUS ruling for overturning Roe versus Wade will affect people with disabilities, and let me explain that. So, a lot of people who get abortions are people that have something medically wrong with the fetus, whatever you want to call it. And a lot of people who get abortions may also have something medically wrong with themselves and may be unable to carry a baby. And I don't think that that is something that a lot of people are thinking about, are talking about, because my fear is the next thing to be taken away is contraception. And a lot of people use contraception to prevent pregnancy, but also for various other reasons. And I'm not going to get into those reasons because I'm not a doctor, but just know that those exist. But what I wanted to focus on today is like the people that have something that makes it hard or impossible for them to carry a baby. And I don't mean something is wrong with the baby. I mean something is wrong with the person. So if a person has a lot of blood clots, like say they have a clotting disorder, like I have a friend who has hemophilia. It would be hard or impossible. I mean, she has. It would be hard or impossible for her to carry a baby to full term. And I remember when we were in high school, we talked about this extensively. And when people say someone might have a problem carrying a baby to full term, that's immediately what I think of as someone with a disorder like hemophilia who cannot carry a baby to full term. And the reason that I'm bringing this up on the channel is because sometimes there are genetic factors that play into blindness, and the person may not want to pass those genes on to their child for fear that they will get the type of blindness that they have. Okay, I want you to understand that. Sometimes blindness is genetic. A lot of the time it's not, but sometimes it's passed on. Like in my family, there's a form of blindness. I don't have this, but there's a form of blindness that is passed on through females. So, for example, my aunt, and these are real life examples, my aunt has this blindness. And over the years, she gradually lost her sight until now she can't see at all. She passed this gene unknowingly to her daughter, and her daughter is now going blind. She did not know that it was a genetic thing until after her daughter was born. That is the kind of thing that I'm talking about. There are genetics associated with some form of blindness, and a lot of people do not want to pass this on to their kids. While there are great aspects of being blind, because there are also some really horrible aspects of being blind. Like, did you know that people who are blind and or disabled are way more likely to be SA'd than someone who is sighted and perfectly abled? I think the stat is like 3 to 4 times more likely to be SA'd. And if you don't know what that is, I'm using code words so that YouTube doesn't ban me, so you can maybe look that up. Maybe it's popular enough that people will have written what it was. But anyway, people who are blind, visually impaired, and otherwise disabled are more likely to be SA'd. and have other types of abuses perpetrated on them. That's why I did not want Roe versus Wade to be overturned. This is going to affect so many people, and among them, me, my disabled friends and family. So many people. And it's unnecessary. And I don't talk about politics on here, but I felt like it was relevant. Because I wanted you guys to understand that there are huge stats for people who are blind, visually impaired, or disabled. And that's not even counting the number of times that blind mothers and blind fathers have had their babies taken away from them because the state or someone calling the state thought they couldn't take care of a baby. Okay, nobody's even considering that. Like, these are all the people that are more likely to have their babies taken away, and it's more likely to happen more often now. Because, like I just said, blind and visually impaired people can have other disabilities. They can be slow, they can be autistic, they can be deaf, they can be any number of things that could potentially impair their judgment or make them incapable of taking care of a child, or make people think that they're incapable of taking care of a child. And that's why I'm talking about it. It has nothing to do with my views. It has nothing to do with yours. I don't care what yours are. I just want you to think about this. Just think about it. Leave a comment down below and let me know if you guys have any ideas, thoughts, suggestions, questions for next week's video, a future video, whatever. Like my Facebook page. Follow me on TikTok, Twitter, and Odyssey. And I will see you all tomorrow. I am so disappointed in this country because I feel like I just got another backseat. Like, I don't even have the front row of the backseat. I have, like, the back row. Like, the very, very back row. Like, I might as well be in the trunk at this point. You all might as well be in the trunk at this point. Anyway, bye guys.